Doesn't feel like winter at the moment, I've got to be honest with you, and the skies are getting lighter earlier in the morning, so summer is coming. Wednesday the 13th. Is it Black Wednesday? Yeah, no, not Black Wednesday. Okay, why not? Every 13th there's got to be a black day. Tell you what, let's do this.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and so very, very happy to have you on board this morning. And believe me, I am absolutely loving this. I really am, because we're going to Devon in the UK. Now, believe me, we've been in Sheffield for a while. We've been in different parts of the UK, but haven't been in Devon. I'm just wondering if it's South Devon or not. Maybe. I was watching a video before it came up with South Devon. Apparently they've got some weird drivers over there too. You've got to watch out for those people. But today, Ewelina is joining us. And believe me, you're going to love her. You know her, you request her, and believe me, she has become quite a sensation here at Galaxy. Check this out. Here's Crown.
Hi guys, this is Ewelina. You're listening to Galaxy 107fm, and this is my song, Crown.
Galaxy FM.
I'm fixing my crown. Whoa.
That's cool. I like that. I really do.
I'm really excited.
No, don't be. It's only me.
But it's always, that little pressure. It's like, yeah, it's happening real life.
We are live right now. Laurie Hardman is joining us. Jessica Falk. Hello, Jessica. Nice to have you on board, sweetheart. It really is. 3 others. I've got to watch out for that fella. Gets around that 3 others fella. Nick Plews is watching. Hello, Nick. Nice to have you on board, brother, man. It really is. And we'll get through it together, won't we? All of us. Michael Zandowich. That's a familiar name. Now, where's he with? I'll look into that. Gear Miranda is watching as well, of course, coming out of Norway, and manager of the Biking Queen. Terry Van Cannon, coming out of North Carolina, is joining us. And Nick Plews, good morning. He's saying good morning. Now, Nick Plews is coming out of Leicester in the UK. He's with a band called the Heartland Roots Band, and he's been following you since we've been playing you. He absolutely loves your work.
Quite cool.
Thank you. That really means a lot to me.
Now, also promoter and manager to the Stars, Clyde Hill, is watching. Now, this man, have you ever heard of a band called Nickelback?
No, actually.
You haven't?
I need to check them out.
Oh, yeah, you do, because these are A-listers.
Yes.
They really are. Now, this man is watching right now as well. He's been following you since we've been playing you. And believe me, he's got some outstanding artists that are coming up here for interviews, much like yourself. Now, I've got to say, Ewelina, I got to be honest with you, this is going to be like no other interview you've ever done before, so I do apologise now, okay?
Thank you. Just a little bit more pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. But I will tell you, we are in every English-speaking country in the world, and some that aren't.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but I'll take it anyway. But believe me, I will give you stats on how many countries, how many cities are tuned in, and at the end of this, I'll tell you how many people were listening live online, and you will be fascinated, you will. Okay? Let's go to the desk. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today Ewelina is joining us, coming out of Devon in the UK. Welcome to Galaxy, Ewelina.
Good morning, New Zealand.
It is such a pleasure to have you. It is such a pleasure to have you, Ewelina. It really, really is. Now, believe me, I got to thank you for staying up so late over there. What is it? Well, it must be going on midnight over there.
Almost.
Almost. Now, apparently...
Cinderella.
Now, let's get this out the way to start with. Apparently, Mum was celebrating her birthday the other day.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very grateful to you both for wishing her a happy birthday from New Zealand. She was really, really pleased with that, and you definitely made her day very special.
Well, believe me, give her a hug from us here, all of us here at Galaxy, because we absolutely love you and want to pass on respect to your mother, and I hope she had a salubrious day. I hope she went out and tied one on.
I mean, I'm still need to meet her and give her a present because I couldn't spend her birthday with her, being apart. But not long and I'll see her.
Very cool. Well,
I'm very glad she's spoiled.
Well, give her a hug from us, won't you?
I will, of course.
Very, very cool. Now, at the same time, Ewelina, we opened up with Crown. Now, tell me a little bit about this track. Give me the skinny on the lyrics.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Crown is about self-worth. It's about recognizing that our value doesn't depend on someone's opinion of us. So it's basically about taking control and just remembering that we shouldn't settle for less than we deserve. And it's difficult sometimes with people when people are trying to manipulate us. And basically, the phrase "I'm fixing my crown," it means that I recognize my self-worth now, and I will not settle for any rubbish.
Now, I got a fan question for you, and literally, Dawson coming out of San Diego is asking, how do we get hold of you as a fan? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? Are you a talker? But more importantly, do you respond?
Oh yes, oh yes. I've got a morning routine when I try to respond to all my comments, and I've got Instagram, Facebook, recently even TikTok, and of course YouTube, where I share my music videos. I edit videos myself, but I also have a wonderful team of people who help me film it. I've got lovely photographer friends, so I'm very, very grateful to them. And I try to respond to all the comments, but it's getting more tricky because my audience is growing, which is lovely. But I just need to, I think, get an assistant.
Well, believe me, I think literally your audience has grown exponentially when you've been played by us. Literally, we're in every country in the world. Now, Yun coming out of Kobe in Japan is asking, do you have a merchandise store? Can we go to a website and buy product?
Oh yes, so I have my debut album out on my website, which is www.ewelinamusic.com, and it's the Polish spelling of my name with W. And you can get my debut album there. I am planning a big surprise this December as well, because it's my birthday coming, and I would like to spoil my fans with a big surprise. So there will be something else on my website on the 21st of December. Can't wait.
Hold on. Wait. The 21st of December, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
This is your birthday?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, mine's the 22nd.
Ooh! When you think about it, it happens on the same day if you are in New Zealand and I'm in England.
I was leading up to that. I really, really was. So I think we've got something in common. Believe me, I really do. When happy birthday forthcoming anyway. Literally, gosh, it's been a birthday kind of deal this morning. It really, really has. Now at the same time, Scattered Dreams. Now, tell me a little bit about this. This is an amazing piece of work.
Thank you. Scattered Dreams is my debut single, so it's a very, very important song to me because that's where everything started. And I remember how scared I was just before I was releasing this track, because I was thinking like, how will my audience like react? To be honest, I didn't really have a big audience back then, and because that was almost like 2 years ago. And this track is about really following your dreams, no matter what people say. Because in the beginning, when like very, very like few people believe in you, then it's quite difficult because you get a lot of haters and you just get people, oh, like stop dreaming, you know, it's all good, but you need to get like a 9-to-5 job. And basically, the Scattered Dreams is about like trying your hardest to put them together. So it's very, very personal, and it's about not giving up.
You know, that is the best advice for everybody. Follow your dreams, do not give up, and don't listen to the doubters. No, not one bit. Here's Ewelina and Scattered Dreams on Galaxy.
Floating above my head, I'm trying to catch them.
How you feeling, sweetie? You okay?
Yes, and you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, believe me, I'm scared shitless, to be honest.
No, I'm really, really happy, and I'm so amazed that your birthday is coming soon as well.
Yes, yep. Believe me. But I think I've got a couple of moons on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a couple though. You know, I'm still only 21, really. This is what radio does for you.
You are much younger than me then.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. How many countries are tuned in?
165.
Okay, there's 165 countries tuned in right now.
That is lovely. That's a dream come true. Thank you so much. I don't know if I should say good evening or good morning.
Well, my dear, you are a superstar, and people have been relating to your music. I think that's what's the sole secret behind all of your music and everybody listening, is that they can relate to what you're singing and what you're trying to get across, the message in it. You know what I mean?
Yes, I mean, my aim is to uplift like people through my songs. So if I can do it, then that is like job completed. And I feel really, really proud. But I'm trying to remember that like whatever I'm achieving is not just like thanks to my hard work, but like I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for people who like support me, just like you guys and you know, my producer, like photographers, filmmakers. So they, you know, I'm really lucky because I have a lot of like good friends.
Well, you know something, if it wasn't for the people behind the artists wouldn't be the people they are. Literally.
That is true.
And, you know, I applaud everybody from mum, from dad, from sister, from brother, all the way down to somebody like myself who is a fan of good music. You know, get behind your artist. Absolutely. Bo Gregory is watching. Nice to have you on board, Bo. And Richard Rich Cross, hello, buddy. Nice to have you back again. Believe me, it's an absolute pleasure to have you. And I'm very, very humbled to have Ewelina with us. Do you have any T-shirts in your merch?
Not yet, actually. It's just on my list to do it.
Tell you what.
I even would like to have like a logo, which I'm already like having in my mind. It's just I've been like really concentrating on like the production and on my upcoming album that I completely like forgot about merch. But I have a Patreon account which I'm trying to spoil my like patrons with signed photos and things like this. So I'm getting there.
Okay, well, I tell you what, when you do have a T-shirt with your brand on it, pass me one, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Today, I'm Drown again, coming out of Washington. Frank, Eric, Rob, love you guys. Honestly, people go and have a look at who I'm wearing on the interwebby while they're watching the interviews, if you know what I mean, and before you know it, you've sold at least one T-shirt. At least
we'll
one.
get on it. Probably by the end of this year.
Nice, we'll do that, and send me a couple of copies of your CD. We'll do a giveaway.
Super. blend in. Oh, my scattered dreams, drawing so lonely. People think I'm leaving.
Galaxy.
That's right, you're right. Here we go. Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're in Devon in the UK. Haven't been to Devon for a long time. Which part of Devon are you in?
South Devon.
You're in South Devon, right. Is that with that big roundabout with the overhead flyover and everybody has accidents at? Is that anywhere near close to your place?
I mean, like, you know where Exeter is? So I'm very, very close to Exeter.
Yeah, I do know where that is. I really do. You see, I spent a bit of time in England, especially in London. I was staying in Piccadilly Circus there for a long, long time. And I get to travel around the country, if you know what I mean. So believe me, I used to go and get lost on purpose.
Oh dear. Sounds like lots of fun.
Yeah, well, you know, believe me, I didn't want to drive. I'd take a bus, you know, and just hop on a bus and go, you know, didn't matter where it was. It had the name on the top of the bus, let's go there. And then I'd try and find my way back again, you know what I mean? So it didn't matter if it took a week. I used to go and have some fun.
Like, this is my kind of an adventure. But have you ever been to Poland?
No. But believe me, I was going to approach that with you actually, because you are literally formerly from Poland. Which part of Poland are you from?
So I come from a small town, Siedlce, which is not too far from the capital, from Warsaw. It's a lovely town. I've spent quite a lot of time in a town called Łódź, and that's where I've been basking a lot and like connecting with people. Because unfortunately, you cannot bask in every town in Poland. You need to like you need to do your research, otherwise you may end up with a fine.
Well, you know, absolutely, you got to keep within the law.
That is true.
Some countries I know of, if you're going to be a busker, you have to have a license to do it, which I think is just a scam for the government to make a bit of money. And take it off the people that want to go out and make some money for themselves. Now, having said that, and believe me, I'm absolutely fascinated with this because, and I'm going to let you know, 1,783 requests for voices. 1,783 requests for voices. It gets played on the breakfast show so very, very often. So I'm going to need to know, what's the recipe for success?
Like, I don't know. What I do is just like, I feel a lot of emotions. So I sit by the piano and I start playing, and I just like sometimes cry. I just like have a moment when like the world, like nothing matters. It's just this moment when I'm like writing songs, and I just like give my all, I think. Well, I just, at the time, I don't think if it's gonna be a success or if not. I just let everything like go.
Well,
all my like bitter feelings and hurt and pain, everything goes in the lyrics, and it just comes to be a song after a while.
well, let me tell you, Ewelina, the people have voted. Literally every day I'm coming to work and I'm seeing your name right there in my breakfast show list, and I am so elated. I really, really am. So joining us live, coming out of Devon, South Devon at that. Careful there, you guys drive crazy. I've seen the videos, literally. Here is Voices.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Galaxy FM.
Hello everyone, my name is Ewelina and this is my new single, Voices.
Turn your radio up. Galaxy FM.
Gosh, those guys do good jobs, don't they? They really do. So how you feeling? You okay?
Good, yes. I would like to add something about voices as well, because I would like to say that Tony Olson has collaborated on this song with me, and he's absolutely amazing. So if I could like say a few words about him and all the work that he's done for this track,
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll cover that when we go back live to the desk. Now, I've got to ask you, and I ask everybody this because I'm trying to figure out whether it's true or not, to be honest with you, but I do ask everybody. By chance, you're not a vegan, are you?
No.
You like
No.
meat? You like eating meat like me?
Yeah, I like chicken.
Okay. Who else is in the room with you?
I've got Ruby.
Oh, okay, the dog, okay. Yeah, I just see you glancing over every now and again. No, the reason why I ask is, have you ever tried a vegan sausage?
I have, yes.
Is it made of real vegans?
Yes, because I used to work in a hotel. And not, I mean, I used to work in a hotel before, so I tried like a few things. We were quite lucky because we had meals on duty and everything, so it was good. But I quit that job to be able to like follow my music.
Good move, literally. But yeah, no, honestly, I'm trying to figure out whether they're made of real vegans or not.
To be honest, we would need.
Well, I was kind of upset when I found out the Girl Guide biscuits weren't made of real Girl Guides, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's go back to the desk before I get into trouble.
That's what they'll say. I hear those voices creeping inside my head, inside my head. Don't say no, no. Just gotta let the girl say no, no. I don't believe a single word you said, a word you said. Take it back to life was stolen. I won't let you take control. I won't let you take control.
Now, Marsha, coming from Venice, is asking, how long have you been performing as an artist?
Probably for like 3 years, like fully, because before I wrote a lot of songs, and I've been writing since probably I was a teenager, but I've never considered myself a singer-songwriter until after the pandemic. That's when I realized this is really what I want to do, and that's when I like took it, like really committed to that. So probably 3 years.
Now, I've got Warrior coming up, and this is dedicated... Oh, gosh, sorry about that, guys. This is dedicated to victims of emotional violence. Now, do you have a history of that yourself? Have you experienced that yourself? Is that what you're drawing from?
Yes, yes. But before I start about Warrior, because I thought that's what you were referring previously, I just want to add something about voices, because it's really important to me. Like voices, you ask about how to make a hit. To be honest, it wasn't just me with this song. I've collaborated with an amazing songwriter from Nashville, Tony Olson, which I am so grateful to him. And if he's listening, I just would love to say thank you. And I really hope that one day I'll be able to like thank him in person, because he organized like A-class musicians from Nashville to record that song, and I am like honestly humbled and very, very grateful for it. When it comes to Warrior, I wrote it from my own experience, because like as I said, this song is about emotional abuse, and I've been a survivor of emotional abuse. Like when this happens, you actually don't realize that like something is happening. Only afterwards, when like you're coming out of the woods and you realize what you've been through and why like you see the world the way like I saw back then. And I've just needed to write a song when I'm like showing that this is not going to break me. Like whatever someone was trying to do to me, however they were trying to destroy me as a person or like destroy my soul, I'm going to still fight for myself, and even more, I'm really hoping that my songs will help others. So this song is like really, really important in my journey.
You know, absolutely fantastic. And right now, just bordering on 2,000 requests. I got to be honest with you, there's 2,900 127 so far and climbing. I know it's going to be higher tomorrow. I really, really do. And yes, you're quite right, Tony. Very, very important person, and believe me, so very, very happy. I've been reading the bio here. Believe me, he's hooked up with people that have been dealing with Kenny Chesney, for instance, S. Kilburn, and also Blake Sheldon. You know, these all people that perform with these people that have been right there in the making of this particular movie album, literally. I got a movie on my mind, literally. I've been approached to be able to do something with a movie here in New Zealand, and yeah, it's been consistent. In the meantime, believe me, you're going to absolutely love this. Here is Ewelina and Warrior. Have we discussed about the magazine?
Oh, we'll do that.
We'll do it after. When we wrap this up, don't go anywhere because we are going to take some photos of you. Now, Barbara's going to put it all into a movie and she'll give that to you. Probably when you wake up it might be there, if you know what I mean. Have you ever been a cartoon before?
No, but I would love to be one.
Oh, yeah, believe me, you're going to be now, that's for sure. Barbara will turn a couple of photos into that. But I also would like to get Barbara to forward you into a magazine that we're associated with as well.
That would be lovely. Thank you so much.
It's about it's about promoting you, if you know what I mean, and getting your name out there in other medias that we are associated with. And believe me, this magazine comes out of India. The region has literally got about 8 million people, and the guy that runs this, Jay, wonderful guy, very, very nice guy, he really, really is. I think he knows each and every person there by first name, to be honest. He's that popular.
That's amazing.
But this is a world-class magazine. It goes around the world. It's seen in so many countries, it's not funny. And believe me, when I said to you, we only play the best here at Galaxy, well, we only put the best of the best into the magazine, and I would like to get Barbara to put you in there. Would that be okay with you?
I would love that. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm really lost for words. I'm very grateful.
I'll get Barbara.
That really means.
I'll get Barbara
I'm
to.
lost for words.
I'll get Barbara to send you the latest copy as well, so that you can have a look at it yourself. Okay?
Please. I would love to. Thank you so much, Paul.
Absolute pleasure, it really is. I'm very humbled to meet you. I really, really am. And I love your work. I love your voice and everything like that. And I'm going to ask you where you got this recorded. What was the recording studio? Stuff like that, okay?
Okay, of course, yes.
Yeah.
I would love to mention my producer because he's been really, really supportive as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's pump the producer and people who've mastered your work and all that sort of stuff, okay? Because these people are important to your career as well.
Oh, definitely, yes. Like, I wouldn't be where I am without these guys, you know?
Yeah.
But to be honest, I only have one producer who does everything, so he's like super talented.
I used to be that guy. I know what it's like.
Yeah.
So we have Breaking These Walls up next, which is the last one we're going to do today. But I am also going to ask you if you've got anything new coming out. I know you've got a new album, 2024, and I'm going to ask you if you'll come back again, okay?
Oh, of course.
Nice, nice. Let's do it.
I'm a warrior, nothing's gonna bring me down. I'm a warrior, I have been to hell and back. I'm a warrior, so strong, so alive. But don't you dare try to stop me now. I'm a warrior, nothing's gonna bring me down. I'm a warrior, I have been to hell and back. I'm a warrior, so strong, so alive. But don't you dare try to stop me now. I'm a warrior, nothing's gonna bring me down.
That's right, you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM, and so very, very humbled today to be joined by Ewelina, coming out of south side of Devon in the UK. Nick Bruce is saying good stuff, good interview, and I must see world of music represented right here, right now. Yes, absolutely. Britain, you are just shining. You really, really are. Believe me, we get so much talent out of that island. It is phenomenal. And of course, Ewelina is the latest in a long line of artists out of there. Believe me, it's absolutely fantastic. Now, Ewelina, I got to ask you, as an engineer, believe me, and I explained to you, I don't listen to music as a fan would listen to it. I'm an engineer, I'm a DJ, I'm a salesperson. I break it down. I want to know how it was constructed. Get inside the engineer that you've had, your producer and everything like that. So first and foremost, tell me, who was the engineer that you had? Who's producing this? What was the studio? Let's pump this up.
Of course, except Voices, because Voices is like a completely different story, and that was recorded in Nashville by an amazing producer, Dave DeMay. So, like, you know, this is by like A-list musicians, and that's all done in Nashville. I'm really grateful for that. But I've also released 15 songs so far, and I have worked with an amazing producer from Devon, and his name is Barney Dine, an absolute talent, and he can like play the instruments, he does the production, he also sings on one of my tracks. So like basically he's super talented, so jealous, but he's also a wonderful friend who like puts not only like his knowledge into like the production, but also his heart, and I think like it shows in the songs. So basically when we are in the studio, it's just the two of us, and I will tell him like the song that I wrote, what the song is about, when I can like hear the drums, what I want to express, and then we like sit together, we decide on instruments, and to be honest, like very often I will cry during this creation process, because for me it's amazing to like see the song like from just a few chords on the piano coming together to be like a full production song. I just feel like my songs are being born, and it's just such a beautiful feeling. So I'm grateful to Barney Dine. He's a legend.
Well, I got to be honest with you, I fully understand what you're saying about that. I really, really do. As an engineer myself, believe me, Barney, you do such a good job. Congratulations. It's absolutely fantastic. But I've got to ask you, Breaking These Walls, this is your most requested track. 2,399 requests for it so far. Tomorrow it's going to be 2,400. I know it, over the top. So you better tell me all about this, but before you do, I got a young lady coming out of North Carolina. Her name is Shona, and she says, Ewelina, please, as a young aspiring artist myself, what advice would you give me to get to the level of perfection that you're at?
I think there are a few things that I would like to say to this lady. First of all, like, surround yourself with really wonderful people who will lift you up, because this is important. You need to have positive people around you, and I'm very lucky to have met, like, as I said, my photographers, and I need to mention them, like Dave Johnson, Jack Carey, Hidden Faces Photography, Phil from The Adventure Photography, Stuart Green, all these people who were like behind me during that time. And I remember that I was, I think, trying to find a construction building where I could film a music video for Breaking These Walls, and my friend Dave Johnson said, like, you only need 1 yes to succeed, and like, don't worry about all the no's that you're going to hear. So just like surround yourself with positive people, be positive yourself, and also like accept that you're going to make mistakes, and that is okay, because this is the only way that you can learn. Don't be afraid to fail, and don't be afraid to don't be afraid of people's opinions, because you know everybody will have a different one, and like in the end you've got to listen to your heart. Like I'm sure that deep down you know the right routes, and just be consistent. I think this is very important, that if you have a morning routine and you do it every single day, you will get there. So I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Well, let me tell you, believe me, Breaking These Walls was the very first track excuse me, that I heard of yours, and then I was directed to the video, literally. And I got to ask you, how long did it take to do the video?
I think it was just a few weeks, but we filmed it together with my friend Dave, and Stuart Green as well helped us during that video. And like I needed to like buy all this like building equipment, and I've released the song on my dad's birthday because he's a builder, so I thought it would be really special to do that for him. But like, and then I've edited this video together, so like the edit took a bit longer than I wanted, but overall we just like took a few weeks, and I'm very grateful to the construction site in Payton for like allowing us to film it. That was really lovely.
Now let's get down and dirty. Tell me all about Breaking These Walls.
Breaking These Walls is like probably one of the most positive songs that I have ever written, together with voices, I guess. And the song is about like braving yourself to go for your dreams and getting out of your comfort zone, which is not always easy. Like we are so comfortable sitting in our lovely comfy seat, but like we won't achieve anything until we brave ourselves to get out of our comfort zones. And like I remember being so scared of basking, and I was like putting it away. I'll go tomorrow, I'll go next week. And I was like, no, I've got to do it. I am like shaking, literally. I used to have a stage fright, and I thought to myself, I will only get rid of it by doing it. And I'm so glad that I've braved myself. So like your future self is going to thank you for the things that you're going to do today.
You know something absolutely fantastic? The most requested track for Ewelina here at Galaxy is Breaking These Walls.
Hello New Zealand, this is Ewelina and you're listening to Breaking These Walls.
Galaxy FM.
I'm breaking these walls.
Gosh, it's hot in here. It really is. Yes, I will ask you about new music coming out and stuff like that, because I would love you to come back, and I would love to be able to continue the relationship that we have with you. Would that be okay with you?
Of course, like guys, I love you and Barbara. And I'm like always, I've seen your dogs as well recently.
Oh yeah. Well, I've actually got one passed out over here. Literally.
I really love the photos.
3,319 cities are tuned in around the world.
Amazing. I'm so happy and grateful for you to like inviting me here. It's been really lovely. And I'm really grateful for all the requests. Like I never thought about it. Like I never thought that you'd had so many requests. It's just like it's lovely.
That's how we structure our breakfast show every day, literally. Unfortunately today the Otto was on because we had a few technical issues, so we had to let that one do it. But primarily when I hit the microphone in the morning, everything is being structured. Honestly, we're working at it at midnight all the way through until about 5 o'clock in the morning to get it perfect and to get it right per order. And believe me, I see your name in there so many times. It's such a pleasure to be able to see that. It really is.
I'm so grateful. Thank you so much to all the listeners.
Believe me, we call our fans, and we don't actually call them fans, we call them the noise. And I'll tell you why. They are vocal. We hear them. They get in touch with us by phone, by text, by email. I'm sure somebody shouts at us from down the road as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we hear everybody around the world, and that's how we structure our shows. Believe me, it's about bringing the music to the noise and letting the noise tell us how they appreciate it. You know what I mean?
this is it. Like, to be honest, without the audience, like it's pointless, you know, because you really want to help people, and without them, it would be just a case of, yeah, I like writing, but like I wouldn't go very far.
Well, believe me, when Barbara and I first started doing this, we were happy if we had 10 people. Okay? You'll be surprised that when I finish this up, I'll give you the number. You'll be surprised. But let me just say this. Ewelina, you're a superstar.
I'm breaking these walls. I'm ready to take on the journey so unknown. I'm breaking these walls. I'm breaking these walls. I'm starting my life, living in my comfort zone. I'm breaking these walls. I'm breaking these walls. I'm ready to take on the journey so unknown. I'm breaking these walls. Galaxy, galaxy FM.
Now, just before we wrap this up, I do have a couple of small questions that I do have to ask you. One is from Matthew, coming out of the West Midlands, who's asking, are you looking at doing a summer tour next summer? Where can we have a look at seeing you?
I would love to be honest. So far, I've only been performing in Poland and in England, but like the audience is growing, so I feel like I will have to organize something. So please follow my Facebook page, because I will keep you updated there with all my dates, gig dates, and upcoming singles and albums.
Very, very cool. Now, the other question I have for you before I ask about new work coming out is, are you familiar with the Galaxy Facebook page, artist Facebook
Yes.
page?
Oh yes.
All I can say there is literally use it, use it, use it, use it, use it, use it, use it. Did I mention use it? Please use it, because people look in there. There's people from around the world. It could be a label, it could be a venue owner, it could be a promoter, it could be anybody, even me. I go and have a look in there, and literally, if you've got a new song, if you've got a new video, if you've got a new logo, if you're going to the opening of a shoebox, I don't care, use it, because people get to know you. You know what I mean?
Of course, I would definitely use it.
Did we mention use it? Yeah, absolutely, use it. Now, I've got to go, but very, very quickly, I've got to ask you, anything new coming out in the near future? I have a feeling there's a whole new album coming out, 2024.
That is correct, yes. So that will be my next album coming, probably I'm thinking June next year. So I've already recorded 8 songs, so we have four songs left to go, so maybe even earlier. But I'm also planning a little surprise on my birthday, so on the 21st of December this year, because that will be the 2nd birthday of my debut album, and I would like to release Set in Stone in an acoustic version.
Interesting.
So like my whole album in acoustic version, so as a little present.
Well, I'm kind of hoping that you'll trickle some of that good work down to us and come back for another interview. Would you like to come back for another interview?
Oh, definitely. It's been a pleasure, and I'm really, really grateful for this invitation. And thank you so much for like voting for the songs. I'm really like lost for words, but very, very grateful. And you just like, you don't realize, but all your messages and comments really give me motivation to go back to the studio and record more and more songs for you.
Well,
I'm very grateful.
You'll be able to watch this to your heart's content when you get up, possibly tomorrow morning, literally. You should almost be on the same day as us by now. But I tell you what, Ewelina, we are going to have to wrap it up right now. Please don't go anywhere. And by the way, when you do get your movie that Barbara will send you, okay, fair enough, send it to and give it to friends and family and stuff like that, because they are going to love you anyway. But I usually tell people, give it to people you don't like. No, there's a reason for it, literally, because usually it puts a fire under their little tushy, and before you know it, they're submitting music to us as well. You know what I mean?
Of course.
It's an
I can
on-flow.
see what you mean.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that, but good tip.
Yeah, it's an on-flow. At the same time, it's a hell of a boost.
This is good.
It really is. Wayne Spring is watching, and also Wolf Milestone. Hello, brother. Nice to have you on board. But unfortunately, right now, we are going to wrap it up. Ewelina, please do not go anywhere because the staff are going to rush the monitors now and take some photos. You'll get a copy of those as well. And we'll do some together. Barbara and I will do some together. Then we'll do some with you. And all I can say there is, I'll apologise now, okay?
Okay.
In the meantime, we also want to have a chat to you about this magazine as well, okay? So hang in there. In the meantime, folks, that wraps it up for me for another day. We'll be back again on Friday, and I think we have 2 interviews on Friday, and you'll absolutely love it. We're only doing one today, of course, with respect for the time zone for the UK. So have a very happy and successful day from me. It's Happy Radio, everyone. See you tomorrow morning on The Breakfast Show.